Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel, Developing Prospects Baseball. Coach Matt and Coach Shane here with another video. Today we're going to jump into pitcher's drills. I'm going to give you guys two simple drills to really help you guys with your mechanics and to throw more strikes. Let's jump right into it. What we're going to go over is just the basic towel drill. Okay, there's a couple different ways you can do this, but I'm just going to explain the basics and why we really do the towel drill. So the first thing obviously you need is a towel. We want to not get a super long one because then it's a little bit harder to control, so we go with kind of a short one. The first thing we're going to talk about is where we put the towel. We're going to put it in between our ring finger and our middle finger. Okay, we're going to hold it ever so gently like that. Okay, we're going to have our glove because we want to do everything that's game-like, so we don't want to not have a glove. So when we get our towel, we're going to put it in between our fingers. We can use, here we have the mound. You don't really necessarily need a mound. You can do this as something at home. But all we're going to do is kind of go through our wind-up that we have. When we get to our plant leg, we want to make sure we bring our arm up so that way we can whip down through the towel. The whole purpose of doing towel drill is one, to make sure that we're finishing, and two, to make sure we're getting extension. If we're not finishing, it puts a lot of the stress again on our elbow and our shoulder. And also if we're not finishing, we're going to be throwing a lot of pitches high. The second thing I talked about was extension. The reason why we want to get our extension is because that's where all of our velocity comes from, and that's where all of our movement comes on all of our pitches. So the main focus of the towel drill is one, focus on our follow through, two, get extension. I just want to re-emphasize really quick why we want to put this ball, or put the towel in between our ring finger and our middle finger. The reason why we want to put it there, I hear people do it a lot like this, but we're not so much throwing with a palm like this as we do. So that's not really game-like, but if we put the towel in between our middle fingers, it almost simulates more of us holding the baseball. So we'll go into our wind-up. Wherever our plant leg is, you can put a little mark, and you can put a glove there, put your hat there, whatever. And we're gonna go 3 steps from that mark where our plant foot is, and our partner will hold our glove out, and that is what we're trying to do. We're trying to come to our plant leg and absolutely smash that glove of that person by keeping our arm up. We want to smash the glove and whip the towel. Second pitcher's drill I'm going to go over helps us with our balance. Okay, it's going to help us with our balance and also keeping our arm up so we're not dropping our arm down here. We're going to do kind of a similar thing is we're going to go through our wind-up. Okay, you can also do it from the stretch. Another thing I didn't mention about the towel drill, you can do the towel drill from the wind-up or the stretch. This drill is basically going to be going through our wind-up. We're going to stop. We're going to put our arm up, and there's going to be a coach behind here, and he's going to hand us a baseball. When he hands us that baseball, we're going to grab it and go back into our normal throwing motion. So again, we can do it from the stretch or the wind-up. Come from the stretch, get our balance here, grab that baseball, keep our arm up, we're going to finish through. These drills kind of work together because the first one helps us to work on our follow-through, work on our finish, work on our extension, and the second drill helps us with our balance and keeping our arm up, and then we use what we use with the towel drill here to finish all the way through. This drill will really help us to work on our balance, as a lot of youngsters who pitch on the mound don't have that good balance and can't feel that weight on their back leg, and the towel drill helps us to work on finishing through that.
Coach Matt, how far back do you want the parent or coach when they give you the baseball?
I want the parent or coach to stand wherever they can just to hand me the ball right here. They need to be paying attention. It doesn't matter so much where they're at. The only thing that really matters is that the player has their good balance and they're able to reach up high for that ball. We don't want to be reaching down here to get the ball. We want to be reaching high because when we pitch, we want to keep our elbow up. A big problem again with pitchers is when they get their elbow down, what happens? One, they're going to hurt their shoulder. Most importantly, they're going to hurt their elbow. When the kids are younger, they haven't had the time for their muscles to develop because that's just what happens when you hit puberty, is your muscles develop. They haven't hit that level yet, so when their arms are dropping down, that's where all the stress is coming on their elbow. We don't want that. We want with the follow through, we want everything to come from all of the muscles. We don't just want to put all the strain on one, like the elbow or the shoulder. When we keep that arm up, it takes all the energy into your shoulder, elbow, and scap, which helps us to prevent injuries. Before we jump into the demonstration of the drill, I just wanted to reiterate one thing. A big problem with kids as well is they don't pick up their target. Okay, they get too worried about looking at second. You know, if we're doing pony or we're doing travel ball, you know, they're looking at second, you know, they're peeking over at first, and they go home without picking up their target. Before we show the demonstration of this drill, I really want you guys to make sure that when we're reaching back to grab this baseball, that we take a look back, really pick up our target and aim towards the target. We want to make sure we're not looking here, and then as we're looking here, going to the plate, because that's going to cause us to not pick up our target. We want to make sure we're really looking at the ball, then make sure we're picking up our target, and then finding our target and finishing and throwing.
Coach Matt, do you want the coach giving the player the baseball right away, or do you want him to balance for a second, then give him the baseball?
I think it depends on the level of the player. If the player can come right here, grab it, you see that they're balanced, go ahead and give it to them. If they are having a little trouble with their balance, and maybe work on their balance a little bit, but it's going to be up to you guys to decide what's best for your kid. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, hit the like button. If you have any questions or comments about the video, concerns, go ahead and leave a comment down below. We'll get back to you quickly. We really just, the purpose of putting out these videos, we really just want to help you guys, educate you guys, and give you some simple drills to help your pitchers develop, and also to use drills that'll help them be safe. Again, thank you so much for watching. Let's get better out there.